Looking for a place to test your golf game against fellow amateurs with similar skills and the same passion for the game? Whether you are a weekend warrior with a competitive fire or an elite amateur looking for opportunities to hone your tournament performance, the Amateur Players Tour has a home for you. Go to amateurplayerstour.com today to join the only AM tour on the continent created by the players and for the players.
Now on the tee from Las Vegas, from Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's up, Jody?
Hey, man, how are you? I'm already laughing at the chat.
Oh, I haven't even got to the chat. My phone rang like 4 times in the last 45 seconds. So like, hey, man, I'm trying to register for Pinehurst. I can't do it yet. And I'm just like, it's okay, man. I got to go run live, tune Facebook in or something. So
yeah, I've gotten 4 text messages during the 5-minute preview. Hey, why can't I log it? Why can't I register? It just denied my registration.
Man, it's crazy to think about, man. The day is finally here. What a ride.
Well, man, I'm absolutely excited. I got my T-shirt on. It's going to be one of those nights. I've got my portal logged in over here on my computer. I'm going to be able to watch and see all the registrations roll in as we go. We've had an outstanding response during the period where we've had this advance notice and qualifiers being able to get in there and go ahead and get their registration. And I'll let you talk about the numbers a little bit, but those of you that are watching, waiting to log in tonight and get registered, you're gonna like what you hear. There's plenty of room. So Matt, you want to bring us up to speed on what we got so far?
Yeah, definitely. So we've had 178 people sign up so far, which is a little higher than anticipated, which is good. I mean, every time we've had so many people ask us, like, "Hang on, there's going to be spots for everybody. We've planned for this." We worked really hard. When we first had the deal with Pinehurst, we had 320 spots, and that was it. And we've expanded the field. We got another, worked really hard. I know you worked really hard to get the field up to 520. And so we've got plenty of room when we open this up for guys, but you want to get in. We've heard from all over the country today. I've literally been on my phone since like 10 o'clock this morning with people. So, it's going to be fun. I mean, just talking with different people about Pinehurst, we're talking a little bit today about what it's going to be like to, go through that back nine, holding on to a 2-shot lead and get into 18 and, walk in where Payne Stewart hit that historic putt to win the 99 US Open. You've got all of our members will be around that back patio and, watching, and, somebody's going to do something really special to win the inaugural North American Championship on that green, and it's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be like nothing we've seen, and so can't wait to get this thing going and get registration rolling. What do you think?
And it's like, what was it? Kelly Clarkson, was she the first American Idol? So no matter what happens, you're always going to be the first, right?
Yeah, you're going to be the first and arguably one of the best, right?
That's right.
When it comes to American Idol. So I'm still watching the chat, still watching my phone, and I've got guys like, "Hey, will you text me when you hit the button?" I'm like, "Man, just turn the live on." So
just right. Log in, watch what we're doing. We'll let you know. We got chapter owners logged in. They're in the chat already watching us. We got Engelbrake from Kansas City. Saw Todd Holmes is signed in tonight watching. Todd, hope you're doing well, feeling better. Hope your whole family's doing better.
Yeah.
Danny Daniels watching. We got Myrtle Beach in here. We got people in New York. Jeff Marshall's there.
Dude, this guy has called me. I'm not going to call him out, but he's called me 3 times since we've been on the live. Like, I don't want to answer it because I'd feel bad on the live. Just be like, "Hey, Amateur Players Tour, this is Matt speaking. You're on with like a bunch of people."
You're on with America.
You're on with America.
What would you like to talk about?
Right. So, man, we got a bunch of things to talk about Pinehurst. Should we go ahead and do it? Let people start getting registered while we talk about this?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to hit the button. I didn't test this, so hopefully it works.
Virginia Capital in the house.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
So while you're doing that, many of you that have been following my social media, I had a little bit of excitement that over the weekend my house got hit by lightning and actually caught on fire. So we had fires, and I think there were about 3 pumper trucks and 24 firemen in my house on Friday afternoon putting things out, and fortunately nobody was hurt, no major loss or of anything exciting. So it was all cosmetic damage, and we're good to go. I see Scott Ponywise.
It's working.
That's good. It works. Lingenfelter confirms.
I'm like, holy crap, dude. Yeah, it's coming. They're coming in hot. So it's working. It's like Jody.
That's right. I love it.
Hey, we're having fun on a
Wait,
Monday
if I
night. A
start
little
shooting-
later for us.
If I start shooting lightning out of my fingertips or anything, you'll know why.
No, but anyways, it's gonna be really fun. Now keep in mind, everybody, when it comes through, everything requires registration approval. When you make your reservation, go ahead and make your rooming reservation with Pinehurst. And so they've got an online link. It's on our tournament info page. We'll clear everybody in the field as we get the reservation requirement. There is a point at some point. It is possible that the room block will sell out. When that happens, we do have backup plans. So don't worry if you get something like that. Just shoot us an email, and we'll send you. We've got some backup reservations that are really good as well, that Pinehurst has recommended for us. It is going to be jam packed at Pinehurst all weekend, so it's going to be a fun time. Looking forward to it. We've got great tee gifts. We've got a huge prize pool. A great course rotation. Yeah, they're all in. They're coming in. So, yeah, we just hit 200. So let's keep on going. But what's your favorite thing you think about Pinehurst, Jody? While we're sitting here live, what are you most looking forward to?
The whole vibe of the town, it reminds me so much of some of the Scottish towns that I visited when I went overseas, and that everything was kind of built around the golf. Like the town is only there because the resort is there at Pinehurst, if that makes sense. And so everything that's built around the town, all the little shopping center, the brewery, everything is all cohesive with the golf resort and with the golf there in mind. And because of that, everything's really seamless, and it's just got a really cool vibe to it. And just about every single person that you walk into or run into on the street or meet at a bar or a restaurant, they're all there for the same reason. They're to play golf at Pinehurst and enjoy themselves for several days. So, that part of it's really cool. It's this big collective group of strangers all there for the same reason, to have a good time and experience a great golf.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, I got to be honest, when we went down last November, maybe? I can't remember the last time we went when we were down there. It's been such a blur, but love the brewery, the food there, the atmosphere. Just really walking around the grounds. I mean, they've got the cricket going on too.
Oh yeah, they got croquet grounds there. Hey, the new and improved Thistledew putting course too. When I was there in probably 2016 with my guys, 2016 or 17 with my guys, we had 16, I think, fellas, and we had a big time. But Thistledew green was about a third the size that it is now. So I'm excited to get over there with everybody. We'll have 500 guys hopefully out there running around, having a big time, having some drinks, maybe some side games going on the putting green. Get to take some of Jake Engelbrake and Steve Regal's money on the putting green. It'll be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm certainly, may not be taking the clubs because we're playing, but I'll certainly take my putter to take some money from Jake Engelbrake. That is for dang sure. But anyways, we got a lot more to come. Let's take a quick break. We're going to take a look at our message from our tour partner, Turtleson. Awesome, man. I'm excited. Turtleson's got a great prize package coming for us at Pinehurst. Tee gift, everybody registers going to get a Turtleson shopping experience that's worth well over $100. It's going to be a great way to get to know them. They've been a great partner with us, and I know they've been in from day one. I mean, they were in just about as early as Pinehurst was, and so we've had a great relationship with them. So definitely shout out to Carol and Jody. What obviously Turtleson was your idea. Why don't you say a little bit about them?
Oh man, I was able to get have an experience with them early on through the Golf Week Raider program, and they've been supporting that program and providing a shirt every year as we renew our membership. And that was my first exposure to the brand. Never really heard of them before, and the first shirt I got, I fell in love with it, and was quickly looking to see if I could buy some more, and then realizing more and more about the company. And first of all, they're located in Tennessee, which is a plus for me, big Tennessee guy. So over in Bristol in East Tennessee, and then just the history of the company and how they came about with a couple of guys that grew up together, and did some work with another apparel company that we will not name because there's no free ads on the APT show.
Not anymore,
right? But they left and started their own brand. And look, the apparel business is, if you think this business is tough or the restaurant business is tough, try getting into the apparel business, especially the golf apparel business. It's brutal. And so I give all the credit in the world to these guys for building a great brand and getting a great team around them that's doing wonderful work and treating our guys, our members really, really well. And, I couldn't be happier with our relationship with Turtleson.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be good. Speaking of relationships, Allie's letting me know that she's going to need a raise after processing some of this. So we're processing things live as they come in. And you like that segue there? I like it. So I'm just waiting for the comments.
I thought she was going to ask for something else.
Well, I mean, that's already happened a couple times today. So I think at this point it's understood. I was just waiting for the comments to roll in. But it is a live broadcast. So what can we do? But things are going in. Definitely get your reservations booked for Pinehurst. It's going to be a great weekend. Seeing some questions roll in. We do have some practice round times. And so if you want to inquire about practice round blocks, we do have block of times on Sunday afternoon that you can book through us at a special discounted rate. I probably should pull that out so I don't mess it up. But we've got rates on or times on 1, 6, 8, and 9.
1, 6, 8, and 9.
So start in the afternoon, and so we can get those. You can book them on your own. I don't know where my book went, man. It's somewhere in here. This is what happens when you're getting ready for this today. So everybody's getting a live look into the mess.
The belly of the beast.
So nothing like a home office. Let me see what we got here.
I like
into the Pinehurst deal.
Mark Ammon might get the comment of the night. Why give a raise when you can change their title? It's a win-win.
That is pretty good. So I about made a bad joke back to Mark, so we'll be good. I'll probably text it to him later. So
what's up, James Jacobs? Nashville boy tuning in.
So in our block for practice rounds, you can reach out to Allie to book these and hashtag give her a raise. Number 2, you're on your own for booking a practice time, Mr. Joe. That's on that. Our block, we've got 1, 6, 8, and 9. 1 and 6 we can offer for $70 as a practice round rate, which is pretty stinking good. And 8 and 9, they have given us a discounted rate of $140 for those two, which is well under the rack rate of what you would be paying. They've been so kind to give us some good practice round rates. We'll also have some deals going on at Tullamore, but we've got limited space there. So email Allie to reserve your time on 1, 6, 8, and 9. We'll pair somebody together, and we'll get some things going Sunday afternoon. We'll have registration Sunday evening. In the St. Andrews room. You get to meet all of our different sponsors, pick up tea bags, get all the tournament information. That'll be kind of the headquarters for the tournament all weekend. Get to meet a lot of our different chapter owners. I know we've got 10 different chapter owners coming in just to help us run courses. It's going to be awesome. So I cannot wait. So I'm trying to read comments and talk.
I know, right? They're coming in really fast. Cliff Austin, I will bring cash, all of your cash that I've won off of you previously. I'll have it in Pinehurst and give you a chance to win it back.
I guess I'm unmuted now. Staff comments coming in. So if you've got room reservations and you're not getting cleared right away and you want to go ahead and email Ally, ALLY, at amateurplayerstour.com, just email your reservation and we'll get that going. We'll get that process as soon as we get it. So we wait on the list from Pinehurst. And so just hang with us there. We will figure it out.
That's right. And so the link for, you want to talk again about the link for getting the room reserved, just to remind everybody how to do that?
Yeah, if you go to our tournament info page, which you can do in the app or the website, for all the tournaments, I'm going to go ahead and post the link in here. There's an accommodations link, and then you can book your room online. I'm just going to go ahead and post it in the chat here in just a second. And enjoy, take a look at this link, and we've got a quick message from our sponsor, 2 Under.
2 Under. Quality fabrics, no roll waistband, Joey pouch, elevate and separate, no chafing. What more could you ask for?
All right, that's what the Amateur Players Tour is doing. We are lifting and we are elevating and separating, right?
Elevate and separate. Hashtag absolutely
Elevating
excited.
and separating.
So there's so much I could say, but we just should not on the live broadcast. I love how we got questions. Steven says, where is the championship next year? We can't tell you that, but we are bringing out a new hashtag to the 2022 schedule. And I'm naming this because you've been doing the booking, so I've got to give you the credit on this. But it's hashtag stupid good. And I've got to be honest, guys, we've announced some really cool things so far. Memorial Day weekend, Caledonian True Blue at the beach, 2 of the greatest courses there. You've got the Senior North American Championship back at the beach. You've got Big Cedar Lodge, July 4th weekend, the Labor Day at Chambers Bay. We've got a lot more in store. And I'll be honest, if you actually pull off the phone call that we had today, I'll say this: best AM Tour schedule ever, hands down. Untouched.
Well, that's lofty. That's lofty. I'm going to blush.
You should blush.
You know I'm going to pull that off, right?
If you pull it off, I will literally, I don't want to say what I'll do on the broadcast because you'll like hold me to it, but there will be a party.
Oh, wow.
Sure. If you pull that off.
Will it be like old school where you're going to lead everybody streaking to the quad?
It's quite possible.
Hey, that little addition is going to be nice. We're doing a little change up from something that we had planned earlier, and we think we may, kind of like the Tournament of Champions, we think it may get even better than what we had originally planned. So we're going to work on that tomorrow. Hopefully have some more information, get that all finalized, get it ready to rock and roll so we can get an announcement ready to go on Thursday night. If
you live in a cold weather climate, just get ready to pack your bags and come to a warm weather climate because it's going to be awesome in this spring. I'm just blown away. I never thought, we'd be able to have the good luck we've been having and building these partnerships with golf courses. And I keep reading the comments, man. I just can't.
No, it's funny.
These guys. But anyways, how to book practice round, email Ally at amateurplayerstour.com. Sunday afternoon. I just got told that I'm hated. Well, it happens. We've got availability on 1, 6, 8, and 9. We can pair you up. Let us know how many you have in your group. And if you want paired up with a member, we'll pair you up with a member and it'll be a good time. get done, have the registration, get a nice little kickoff. We've got morning tee times every day. One of the big things you'll notice different than some other experiences is no shotgun starts.
No shotgun starts for the North American Championship. Everything will be tee times, just as you've been accustomed to with all of our majors across the country. We will have everybody have your designated tee time. You'll be expected to check in at the first tee at least 5 minutes before your tee time. Every group and individual player will be announced, and we will marshal play based on tee times and times on the card, all of that. So pace of play, again, will be a big thing. We'll be making sure that we do not put everybody out there double stacked on the golf course all at the same time, which is an absolute recipe for a 6.5 hour round. We're not going to do that.
Yeah. And in fact, if it starts to go that way, you'll be seeing Jody and myself, and you probably won't want to meet us if that's the case, because we'll be out marshaling pace of play. We'll have starters on every tee, announcing your name. We'll have HQ back at I just forgot the name of the room. It's the Pebble Beach room.
No,
St. Andrew's room.
there you go.
So, and so it's going to be really fun weekend. Definitely encourage everybody to come out. We're monitoring the chat. So if you guys have any questions tonight that doesn't pertain to 2022 schedule, we haven't announced yet, because we're not going to tell you. We're still
Let me touch on Jake's comment here. Hopefully the number 2 guys go off a little later than the other courses. That's exactly what's going to happen, Jake. On round 3, the other courses will be going off about an hour or so before the first groups go off on number 2, which will mean that the final groups will be coming in with everybody has a chance to gather back at the main clubhouse, be there on the veranda having drinks and watching everybody come in. So it should be very exciting. I'm hoping that we have most of the field stick around to watch the leaders come in and be there for crowning our first champion. It'd be great to have 400 or 500 guys standing around watching that.
Yeah, definitely. So question coming in, you probably know this better. You've been there. Terry asked, what's our rule about spouses walking or riding at Pinehurst?
Yep. So Pinehurst always allows spectators to go out. The only thing I can't answer with that, Terry, it's not going to be a problem for you to have your spouse come along. Again, with the recent spike in COVID, I don't know if the resort will have any restrictions with regards to extra riders or extra carts and that sort of thing. But no, spouses, any family members, anybody that wants to go out and walk around or spectate, that's going to be welcome at Pinehurst.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Question coming in. I can take this one. Derek's asking how will caddy reservations for number 2 work, since we aren't guaranteed to play number 2. I've reached out to our representative Pinehurst. That's a question that came in earlier today, and a very good one at that. And so we're going to get some guidance from them to see what we need to do to reserve some caddies, so there's some caddies available. Just to figure out that piece of the puzzle. And so stay tuned with us having number 2 the whole day. That's where a majority of the caddy action happens at Pinehurst. And so we shouldn't have any problems. Question for you, Ryan Hohenschelt, senior tees for Pinehurst. I'll let you answer that. We love talking about tees.
We've been talking about senior tees now for at least 10 days. Not on the North American Championship, but yes. So our North American Championship, we have all the 3 options that are on the website as to how we run all of our championships. The Senior Championship or the North American Championship will be using option number, Matt? Option number 1. That's right. So senior tees will be in effect. We'll be probably putting yardages out sometime here in the next, I'm going to say 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's fair.
2 weeks gives us a little bit of time, because I know we've got a a senior major coming up that we'll be working on. But if we'll go ahead and get the posted yardages out for where everybody will be coming or playing from on each course. That way you guys will all have a chance to kind of start mapping out your yardage book and how you want to approach things.
Definitely. It's man, lots to talk about. I'm just looking comments, looking things coming in. A lot of good things coming up this week. Obviously we got the senior major coming up at Black Creek Club, Lookout Mountain. Looking forward to being there this weekend or this next week, early Monday, Tuesday. I know we've got some of my St. Louis guys coming down. We've got a big group of us carpooling after the playoffs. So, we'll be sending 5 automatic qualifiers there to Pinehurst. And then, we've got registration still open for the APT Players Championship at True North. Labor Day weekend. Got great hotel deals through Diamond Resorts at a great property. We've stayed out there a couple times. Stayed out in December. A good old Lee Barton trying to stir the pot. I love it.
Hey, we can answer that question now, though. So
we can answer that question. We're just going to post it, though. I don't want to talk about teas anymore. So, update on Pinehurst registration. We are well over 200 people registered, and so keep the registrations coming. One of the things, obviously, get the room booked. Get things going. I'm getting messages, so you're getting messages. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think we're getting boring because we keep responding to text messages. I'm trying to think.
I'm looking at.
So Rex, prior to the senior, both courses have like member that day. I know Casey's got a group going down. There's going to be some people playing all around Chattanooga. So reach out to us. I'm sure we can find you a group. But there is not practice times available at Lookout on Sunday. They've got a member event they're finishing up, which means the golf course will be in fantastic shape. So Monday, Tuesday. Monday is a 1 p.m. shotgun at Black Creek Club. Tuesday is going to be 8:30 tee times.
All right. Go ahead.
Also, a couple things. Is there going to be a skin game on Sunday? Jody, you want to run some skins games on Sunday?
I think we're going to try something worked out on that. I've got some conversation going on with our friends at Talamore, so we may be able to set something up there. So for anybody that wants to get a practice round in at Talamore, maybe have a little extra something on the line, we may be able to get that set up for Sunday. I should have some information on that hopefully by the end of the week. So
yeah, Cliff, if you want a spot in St. Louis this weekend, shoot me a text. We can still get you added. So we'll be happy to do that. I love how Jesse's calling me Matt Blue Golf Minder. I will ask on that. I can tell you currently, keep in mind there's a bunch of people in pending registration, but we'll take a look right now. Flights go Division 1, 22, Division 2, 33, Division 3's got 48, Division 4, 37, and in second place right now, Division 5 with 39. So
look at D5 showing up.
D5 is coming to play. I love it. So lots of people still registering. I know Allie's working overtime to get in. If you're looking for a roommate at Pinehurst, email Allie at amateurplayerstour.com. Chris, can you put her email up on the screen? She's going to hate me for that, so I'll probably have to get the ring. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm going to get beat up tonight. That's pretty much what's going to happen. So on Thursday, if you see me with a black eye, it was that comment right there that did it. So
that's right.
No, she's great. She's been working really hard. I am very lucky. And I'm not saying this under any duress at all. So, anyways, question, Cherry, she said, what do we do if rooms book up? And so we've been talking with Pinehurst about that. They're obviously experiencing a higher volume than they were expecting. I think this additional travel has kind of taken everybody by by surprise, including Pinehurst. And so we do have contingency plans. We've been working with Pinehurst. We've actually reached out to 4 additional hotels that can handle overflow rooms for us. And so we do have options. So when that time comes where the room block books up, we will send additional information out, to help you get those rooms and get things going. No, I'm not drinking at all. Not drinking. I just had the hiccups. So had some nachos before coming on. They were really good. So, trying to look at the other. There's a good question from Dylan. My boy Dylan. Got to meet Dylan. He's from Utah. Got to meet him at the Victoria National Match Play. Dylan, by the way, we got to throw a shout out to Matt Miller getting his first D3 win this weekend at the Upstate. So that was good, and a little playoff victory. He wants to know, is there going to be any significant rule changes for the championship, or will it play similar to every other event this year? Triple max for D3 plus, no one ball rule, etc.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Wow. I don't understand why Jake's like, I'll just text Jody from now on since Matt is a jerk.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I got your text, Jake.
So while you're looking at his text and leading into this next break that we have coming up, one of the great things about the Amateur Players Tour all year long has been our ability to kind of go and play where the pros play. Going all the way back to TPC San Antonio and playing just a few weeks ahead of the Texas Open, and then being able to come home and watch George Spieth win on the same golf course that beat our brains in. And we've had a chance to do that several times throughout the course of the year with PGA West and Whistling Straits. We've got the Ryder Cup coming up, where we just had a chance to play that as well. And Pinehurst is truly unique in that, with it being having such a storied history with the U.S. Open and a relationship with the U.S. Open, going back to '99 with Payne Stewart's win, which I don't know if there is a golfer, over the age of 40 that didn't remember watching Payne Stewart win that event with the cutoff rain sleeves, squeezing Phil Mickelson's face. I mean, the whole 9 yards. It was amazing. And then, fast forward 2005, Michael Campbell, which, everybody goes, how did Michael Campbell win at this place? Again, by hitting an amazing shot on 18 to hold on to that victory. And then, after the redo, when Corbin Crenshaw came in and kind of restored all the sandy waste areas and watching Martin Keimer putt from everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. Totally embraced the style of play that the course was designed for, and just kind of ran away with that championship. So it's absolutely exciting for us to be able to host our first national championship, our U.S. Open, for lack of a better term, and crown our champions right there on that same golf course. And again, we're going to establish our own history and have a page in the history book there with Pinehurst and Pinehurst number 2. It's going to be fantastic. So go ahead and check this video out here from our friends with the USGA.
There's a bogey on the 16th hole last year at Olympic that proved to be the margin that Payne Stewart lost by. Oh, what a putt.
Shot starts just left of the hole, cutting just right of the hole. What a shot.
Payne Stewart.
Phil Mickelson says nice shot.
One hole to play. Stewart leads by 1. To win it.
too much. 280. Stewart is the 1999 U.S. Open champion. Oh, my.
What a clutch putt.
That was an amazing championship. One of my fondest memories of watching golf with my parents. I remember my dad actually tearing up watching Payne Stewart win that. And look, he was a lefty, so he was a big Phil Mickelson fan. But watching that championship and how that whole thing played out, it was amazing.
Dude, hey, Jody, you might have to, pinch yourself a little bit. But we're going to crown 5 champions on the same freaking green.
That's pretty amazing, right?
8 weeks.
And every single person that qualifies to play on number 2 is going to have a chance to make that same putt. How about that?
Yeah. And pretty much everybody that qualifies to play number 2 is going to be winning part of our $52,000 prize pool.
That's not terrible. That's a little bit more than some other tours out there, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot more. To be honest with you, I'm not going to talk about them, but $52,000 prize pool. What? No.
Are we going to pay out in shop credit?
No, there's no shop credit. I promise. So
awesome.
Just $100. Just $100 a guy. $750 is obviously the most we can pay. Another thing that's going to be different this year is we're going to crown a senior net North American champion and a ladies net North American champion, and so we're actually crowning seven champions. Ordered the trophies. The trophies are stinking awesome.
Yes, they are.
So we've got to go. We got to go into something because John Lambert is from Virginia Capital. Got to throw a shout out to our boy John Lambert in the Virginia Capital. Only chapter we haven't visited yet. I'm sorry, John. We love you guys. We'll be there soon. I promise. There had to be one, and
it's not for a lack of trying. I promise you. We
correct. So, but anyways, we get a lot of messages from people right now. It appears that, and honestly, I didn't think this was possible tonight, but our room block looks like it may be sold out completely, which is nuts. So don't worry. Allie's actually stepped out. Chris has stepped out. We told our hotels today we'd need booking links tomorrow to get ready. And so we're trying to get on the phone with reservations right now. We have room blocks to get the reservation link tonight. So hang tight. If you can't book a room, it's not a big deal. We'll get everybody in. We've got the order you registered. You're securing your spot. You're good to go. It's not going to be an issue. We've got some great alternative options at hotels in the area. There's still going to be options if you want to find a roommate. I know one of the blocks is at the Residence Inn. They have some 2-bedroom suites. And so if you wanted to room with somebody to share costs, if that's, a concern, there's still going to be some options to do that. So we're continuing to work on those room blocks. Just hang with us for a couple minutes. We're still live. We're working this in real time. All I know is Allie's working really, really hard. I'm really impressed. I feel a little guilty sitting here on the live, but
no, you don't. Not even in the slightest.
So
Hey, let me tell Jordan Jones. Jordan, first of all, yes, if the greens are rolling the way I expect them to be, I expect you to make a whole bunch of putts. And American Airlines will let you carry that trophy on. Now, if you want to strap it in nice and safe next to you, you may have to pay for that extra seat. But they'll definitely let you carry it on, no doubt about it. Oh, yeah. Hey, and another thing for my friend Jordan and Russell Cook. Well, let's do the little weatherman thing here. Patrick Willis jersey right there, baby. Signed by my friend Patrick Willis for Brewston, Tennessee. Best linebacker in the NFL for several years. How about that?
It's pretty good. I'm just looking at 42 text messages right now. Like if you're watching on live and you text me and I haven't responded, I'm sorry. I'll probably respond to you like 11:30 at night. I'll be like laying in bed, like wake up and respond. And
John Marty's in.
cool.
Another
Hey, just so
Division
you know,
5.
Wayno, if you live in the area, you guys can apply for an exemption if you're driving in every day and can stay and sleep in your own bed. To apply for an exemption, just email Allie at amateurplayerstour.com. Not a problem. We tried to book some of that in because we knew guys that were driving, 10, 15 minutes from the Carolina Triad Tour specifically. That was one of the negotiating points we had with Pinehurst because typically they make everybody stay on property. And so just trying to help out and make it work for everybody. They've been really good to work with. I'm just going through this eligibility approval list. I'm like, holy cow. So get signed up. Got some St. Louis guys signed up. That's going to be fun.
Hey, Christopher Jones, you did miss it earlier. We did tell you where the North American Championships are going to be in 22. So you just have to go back and watch from the beginning.
Hey, so I got the first one of this. Should we give the next hotel room?
Let him know I'm just pulling his leg. We didn't announce 22 just championship yet.
Yeah, we're not talking about the 2022 championship. We're just trying to get hotels. Hey, Jody, you good if I put out this hotel information?
Roll with it.
Roll with it. Okay, so the first of the 4 hotels, their first one to respond, so they get the next set of rooms. We do have a room block at the Town Place Suites by Marriott. They've got rooms. They've got a king or 2 queens. They've got 1-bedroom suite with a sofa, and they've got a 2-bedroom suite as well. Their phone number is 910-246-5080. And just mention Amateur Players Tour to get the discounted room rates with them. They're located 10-15 minutes 10-15 minutes from the resort. I mean, it doesn't have all the amenities that you get at Pinehurst. You'll still be able to book practice rounds, but you need to book those through us. And so if you're not a registered guest on property at Pinehurst, they're not going to let you book practice rounds on Pinehurst, but you can book in our block. We did get that cleared with them as well. Ryan asked if the sofa pulls out. I'm sure it does. That'd be a question for them at the Town Place Suites.
There we go. Got it posted on here so you can see it.
So Will Morgan, we should probably just have Will on the show.
Right? Tell Will to call in.
Hey, Will, I'm sending you an invite, buddy. We got the local guy. I think we should. I think it'd be fun. Little Will Morgan on the show tonight.
Live from the motorcycle.
I'm hearing that the couch at the Town Place Suites does not pull out.
They're going to be piled in there. It'd be like a clown car, all the guys coming out of one room every morning.
Right. So, not going to make any jokes about that. There's Ray Wheeler. I was wondering when Ray Wheeler was going to get in here.
Hey, Ray Wheeler. He'll be here all week.
Ba-doom-ch. I got a moth now in here.
Hey, we may sell some space in the APT mobile office.
Hey, I got Will Morgan. I'm sending him an invite in here for real. See if he comes online with us.
Come on, Willie.
Come on, Willie. So
our D1 ringer.
D1 ringer from the Triad. So I actually just talked to his partner from OCN. So Will, it's a little background on Will Morgan from the Carolina Triad. Got hooked up with my boy Tyler Fieser from St. Louis, and they kicked some butt down at Orange County National this year. So they were actually the first to earn Pinehurst exemptions. They were exempt on January the 30th. Oh, do you need this? Nope. We're still working. We got hotel rooms. So once you get a confirmation from the Town Place, shoot it to Allie at amateurplayerstour.com. Keeping track on where everybody is. D1 Sandbagger. Not even possible. So what do you got, Jody?
I was just making comments here and reading the other comments that we got going on. So, hey, definitely make sure that you do let Allie and the staff know if you want to pair up with somebody. We do have lots of guys that have gone ahead and booked rooms by themselves during the early period. So there may be some rooms available in some of these rooms that have double queens or something like that. So we'd love to help you guys get paired up, make sure that everybody gets a chance to stay on property if at all possible. Again, from personal experience, that is the way to go, being able to stay there, either, one of the 3 hotels that we have in our block. It's just a really cool experience. Again, you're going to meet people from all over the country, all walks of life. They're all there to play golf and enjoy Pinehurst. So, and the food, the breakfast is amazing there at the Carolina Hotel. Definitely make sure that you get sign up to have the breakfast every morning.
Yeah, breakfast is really good. I was disappointed we missed out on that. We slept in too much before we played number 5, so we ran to the first tee, hung out with Ivan and Jay. It's a fun weekend there, and something just happened. There we go. 1 hour from Raleigh to Southern Pines there.
Yeah, it's probably a little less than an hour, but give yourself an hour if you're flying in. Definitely give yourself an hour from the airport to make sure you have plenty of time to find where you're going.
Definitely. So they want to know, is there going to be a team event at the North American Championship? By the players, for the players.
Hey, man, we're open to all sorts of suggestions, anything to make it fun. So, definitely we'll have our skins. We'll have super skins. We may have a little team game. I kind of like the one that we did at Whistling Straits, where it was a blind draw and you got to buy in as many times as you wanted to, up to a limit. And so there were guys that had their name in the hat 5 times and had 5 different teammates, which gave them 5 different opportunities to win that 2-man game. So yeah, it'd be fun. Be lots of fun.
I think we can do something fun around that. Come up with a format that'll work for everybody.
Yeah,
see if we can get a sponsor to step up for a pretty cool prize package. And I've got some ideas and who to call there. So we'll come up with something interesting every day.
I bet your ideas are the same as my ideas.
Probably. It's kind of scary. We've spent quite a bit of time and over the last year planning stuff. So unfortunately, sometimes we can think the same. But man, this is exciting. We're well over, like I said, we're well over 200 people registered right now for Pinehurst. Go ahead and get your spots. We'll continue to get out some more information. Things are happening in real time tonight. So,
hey, Ray Wheeler, I can tell you that if you shank any balls on the first tee at any of the golf courses at Pinehurst, you're going to be okay. Nobody will be injured.
That's good. I remember one time I played a collegiate tournament with this kid that played for Michigan State. Have you ever played Forest Acres at Michigan State?
Have not.
Well, anyways, we were going off number 10, and number 10's like a 220-yard par 3, and there's this Homewood Suites that's like, so it's the tee, and then there's like 5 yards of fescue, the parking lot, and then the hotel. And he literally shanked his first 2 tee shots and broke 2 separate windows in the hotel, which wouldn't have been that big of a deal, except our tee time was like 7:18 in the morning. So both rooms were occupied with guests. And then he proceeded to shoot like 73. So he had a pretty good comeback after that. But, it happens.
Jake, you very well may top your tee shot 2 boxes up. That's a definite possibility.
That actually happened.
I know.
The number 2 at Old Kinderhook last Sunday. 2 Sundays ago. We were playing with a D4 guy out in the first group, and the poor guy, he's from my tour, love him to death. Jake hits his tee shot and like looks at me, goes, "Do I hit or do I wait for him to hit again?" His ball's literally resting like where he's wanting to put his tee in the ground, like literally stops like on the tee box. It was awesome. So I love you, Jake. I'm sorry I'm being mean to you. I'll stop. Probably not.
There's also sorts of stories like that. I watched the guy actually tee off at Reynolds Plantation a couple years ago hit a pine tree about 15 yards off the tee box and went 50 yards backwards behind us. And he literally, everybody, all four of us were sitting there looking at each other like, oh crap, now what do we do?
So
they're salty in the chat tonight, aren't they?
I know.
Salty.
Jake goes, that's just my correct tee box, Matt. So.
Oh, look at this. Chris is playing with comments. We're getting comments coming in.
Yeah, big shout out to Chris and Allie tonight. Poor Allie's been on the phone with a bunch of hotels, still working on getting on room reservations. Are you getting reservations yet from Town Place?
Marco's
Not that I
in.
know of.
Marco Talarico's in.
You want to have a side bet, Jody? How many emails are in Allie's inbox right now?
No, you have access to that. So no, I'm not going to do
I
that.
actually don't. She kicked me out. She changed her password. I don't get it anymore. She actually checks my emails and just tells me what to do. It's like the greatest thing ever.
Hey, here's a fun little deal. I just got a text message response from another events coordinator at a golf course that you and I have been looking at for a 22 major venue. So
just tell me west or east, man. West or east?
West. So
like the same one?
No, not the same one. Not the same one. But a good one nonetheless.
Man, I could probably get it in 3 guesses, but I can't share the guesses.
It's fun when you're getting text messages from golf courses at 9:00 at night going, hey, yeah, I'd love to talk to you. Let's get something worked out.
Nice. Also, I know, guys, I can't tell you a lot about, what's going on in Jody's brain other than I know the short list of courses we're looking at out west, and they're all ridiculously awesome. So
it's going to be good. Will Morgan, come on, man.
Yeah, come on. When are you getting on?
Open your inbox. Let's go. Click on this invite we sent you. We need some inside information about Pinehurst. Now we're talking football. It's almost football season. Jordan Jones is, of course, throwing Ole Miss out there to win everything, which I would not be mad about. That would actually make me very happy. No doubt that I'm going to get some smack talk from Ray Wheeler about the Bullfrogs. Wilson Gamble, I'm sure, is going to have something to say about that too. Somebody that's probably never stepped foot on Alabama's campus is going to talk about how awesome Alabama is, and they're going to win everything. Probably can't spell Alabama.
All I got to say is Kofi's coming back to Illinois, baby.
Yeah, nobody cares about Big Ten basketball.
So
Titans this year, Marco. Yes. The Titans look good. Titans look real good. I'm for the first time and since they've come to town, I'm kind of excited. I think they're going to have a chance to run the table, certainly in the AFC South, which everybody knows sucks.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this list of people signing up. I'm just like, holy crap, man.
Amanda Barrett, you are not wrong. There are 2 seasons, football season and not football season. I concur with that.
Wow, Jordan Jones is hating on me. Nobody's got the guts to come on live with us.
Come on. I would invite Jordan Jones, but we don't want that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise.
It happens. I'm picking somebody else, somebody that'll actually come on with us. I got a good one for you. He registered tonight. I'm sending him an email.
Todd Holmes, go Vols. Vols might actually make a little noise this year.
I'm bringing on somebody else. We're bringing on people from across the country tonight. We're going to have some fun.
There's our man. There's our
What's
man,
up,
Will
buddy?
Morgan.
How are y'all?
What's up, Daddy?
Can y'all hear me? I don't know.
Joe, I just
Yes.
shot you an email, buddy. Jump on in.
Will, talk to us about some Pinehurst, baby.
Hey man, y'all need to come on in early and play some more golf. There's a lot of good golf courses around here.
Hey, tell these guys how good Tullamore is.
Tullamore is very good. I played it about a month ago, and it's probably since they did the change to it. It's pure. It really is. It's probably one of the better courses around. But better be able to golf your ball out there. I mean, the greens are firm and fast.
Yeah, you can't sleep on any of these golf courses. Everybody's going to look at the yardage on Pinehurst number 1. They think, oh, I'm going to beat the crap out of that golf course. Then they're going to post their 85.
That's right. She gets a little narrow in there at some points in time.
That's right. Oh my gosh, who we got here?
We got Joe Arnold.
Look, we got New York and North Carolina on at the same time. This is crazy.
What's
Joe
up?
looks like he's calling in from an Afghanistan hostage video. Turn your mute off, Joe.
Got to get into the microphone. We don't have audio yet. But
so, Will, where do we need two questions? Where do we need to eat and where do we need to drink when we go to Pinehurst?
Drink at the Pinecrest Inn, definitely. That is probably the best place to drink. And if you want to venture out to eat a good prime rib, you can go to Southern Pines and eat at Beef Eaters. And it's been around for a long, long time. But there's a lot of good places in downtown Pinehurst. You got Dugan's, which is going to be a very popular spot down there in the hole, I'm sure.
Right.
But there's nothing like Pinecrest Inn, sitting out there on the little rockers and having a drink and sharing some stories.
And the shuttles run to and from Pinecrest Inn too, so you don't even have to drive yourself over there.
That's right. You can even rent you a little horse and carriage for you and your buddy. Ride over there if you want.
Pinehurst Brewery. Yeah. Felix says the Pinehurst Brewery for sure. Agree with that one.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. That barbecue we had that day was good.
Yeah, no doubt. Jay Simcock says Vito's for Italian.
Yep, that's a good place for Italian. Trying to think what else is in downtown Pinehurst, man. It's pretty much just a lot of drinking. There's the I think Drum and Quill. I don't eat there a lot, but a lot of people like it. But that's probably another place that'll be popular. Of course, with 500 people, we ought to have a little parade going through downtown. Little state flags or something.
Right. At least walking from Carolina in all the way down to the clubhouse. Just
there you go.
All the way down the main road right there.
Straight shot. Yeah. But everybody will be pleased to play any of those golf courses, though. Like I said, all of them are phenomenal. I played number 9 a million times, and 8's always a fun track for people. 6 will jump up and bite a lot of people. So
6 is a tricky one.
Yeah, 6 is I would say one of the harder ones there.
It is. Those greens are no joke, man.
Yeah. And it's more of a house line than I think any golf course at Pinehurst.
Number 9 can get that way in some spots. You got to make sure you're keeping it in between the tree lines for sure.
Yep. Yeah. They got a little funky par 5 at number 9. That's always a good fun tee shot and second shot, and you just don't believe the elevation change on one hole.
And 8's got that too, man. 8's got a ton of elevation change up and down. You those first 4 holes drop down into that bottom, and then you climb back up, going back up toward the clubhouse, and just all kinds of rolls and hills and drop shot par 3s, all sorts of good stuff. 8's a really, really cool golf course. I enjoyed that one a lot.
Yeah, there's some par 5s there. I still don't think I've made a par on in my life. It's some good ones there.
So I want to jump in for a second. One of the comments talking about rental cars. We are working on something there. I was hoping we'd have it ready to announce tonight, but we've got an exciting announcement that will affect rental cars as early as Pinehurst. And so stay tuned there. Another thing, one of the benefits of staying on property at Pinehurst is you don't need a car. And so we'll be working on some ways to get people to and from if we have to. But stay tuned. Definitely in the next couple of weeks, we'll have some really exciting announcements on that. So
we used to have a just not mean to cut you off, a service here in Pinehurst that would pick you up at the hotel. I'll get their number and shoot it to y'all. I don't know if it's still there, but for a ride, some guys come in at the same time, probably could shuttle in. And I know it was like a bus or something.
Well, we'll get Jake Combs to pull his 88 Nissan Sentra out, and he can drive people all over the town. It'd be great.
Nice. Yeah, so we'll work something out. Kevin Smith's already offering to take Uber fares for APT players. So, no, but we'll certainly figure that out and understand. And they're seeing a rush as well. And so we've got something in the works. Actually, the ink's dry on it. We're just waiting to be able to announce it and how we're going to be able to announce it. So stay tuned. But I want to talk while I got you a little bit, Will. Why don't you talk a little bit about your experience playing on the APT? I know you played our first ever major. Just tell us a little bit about your experience and what's your favorite part been about it. Anything you want to share?
I've played, I guess quite a bit or whatever, but I told, I think I told Ivan, after about 6 events or so, or 6 rounds, 7, I don't know how many, but anyway, the courses that we've played have been great. And the main thing is the greens have been in phenomenal shape at pretty much every golf course we've played. I don't know how it is for other tours, but a lot of times you don't get that. I'm going to say you catch it on the back end of an airification or something like that, where it seems like we've done it, or y'all have, have done it all on the front end or, before anything is done to the golf course, which is really good. I hadn't ran into a bad course yet, and it seems like the courses are better than just your normal mom and pop course or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But that's what I've enjoyed about it, is you get to play different good golf courses that you might not normally get to play.
Yeah, definitely. We got to make it down for one of yours at Starmount Forest, which was really good.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal place.
First 7 holes.
I thought you were going to say your favorite part about the APT was getting the chance to play with Todd Hill Farm.
Well, that was, that 5-minute search. I'm glad they cut that 3 minutes on the first hole.
Right? They called in the rookie out of the bullpen.
They did. Was a good time.
I would make fun of you, but I hit one just as far right at Kinderhook on Sunday off number 1, and Engelbrecht's watching the broadcast. So I think I hit it over the houses to the right of the fairway.
Hey, everybody has those moments.
My first tee shot on Todd Hill.
There's one thing about that golf course: you cannot hit it sideways.
I remember, we didn't know Phil that well yet, and we're on Facebook Live, and you hit that shot, and I look at him, and he freezes because he's like, "Do I make fun of him yet? Am I allowed to make fun of him?" Like,
right?
It was
Will I get fired?
So. Yeah, well, just while we're live with, registrations are still pouring in pretty fast, actually. If you've got questions, email Ali at amateurplayerstour.com or Chris at amateurplayerstour.com. Our staff is still up working tonight. We'll be happy to help you over the next month, too, as we're finalizing everything, getting things ready for the event. So it's going to be a good time. Jody's going to check numbers, I can see. So, Will, of all the courses on the rotation, We just took Will out, and I don't know why, but let's get Will back in. Of all the courses in the rotation, with the exception, obviously, number 2. So everybody knows number 2. There's been U.S. Opens on number 2, but they're all really, really special. Which is probably your favorite, you think?
This on y'all's rotation is probably 9.
Number 9?
Yeah. 1, I mean, I like 1 because it's the original. That there's a lot of, I mean, you know, you talk about going back old times and, you know, nothing's changed really there. Or at least not much. There's been a little bit of changes because of spacing for opens and stuff, but probably number 9. It's a little more. It's huge greens. I mean, the greens are probably 3 times the size of the other greens at the other golf courses, and you can. It's got a lot more. I almost say you can feed shots off of hills where the other golf courses you're hitting at a target. Where you can kind of miss it and be okay sometimes. But I mean, heck, I don't have anything bad to say about any of them. They're all really good golf courses, and I think everybody's going to have a great time for anybody who hadn't been to Pinehurst. And if you are on the fence about signing up, I think you ought to, just because it's going to be the experience that you might not ever have again. As far as the town, the golf, you know, any of that. Just to walk around the grounds, and even if you don't make number 2, I mean, I think you at least just to go see it, or even play a practice round, even if you're, you know, just to make sure you get to play it, or come in early and try to do it. So.
Sure. Well, I think that's an important point that you make. And one of the things, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, buzz around number 2 being able to finish. You know, number 2 is a $500 green fee, right?
Yeah.
To play there. But the thing is, you know, you jump in and you look at the other golf courses. I know I saw that comment. I was starting to die laughing. You know, but all the other, there's no cupcakes. You know, we're not putting you on average golf courses to try to qualify to play one great course. We're putting you on great golf courses to try to let you qualify to play an exceptional historic golf course. I mean, 8, 9, 1, and 6 are really, really good at Pinehurst. You know, they're all really good in their own right. I mean, you want to get a tee time on 8 or 9, rack rates like 275 on each of those golf courses. And so really good golf courses. You're not going to be disappointed there. And it's going to be, it's just going to be a great weekend and a great week at Pinehurst. Definitely want to come. Bucket list experience. I'll tell you right now, people keep asking, are you going to do the same thing in 22? Are you going back, or do I need to go to Pinehurst this year? You need to go this year because we're moving it somewhere else in 22. So this is a great opportunity to experience it. You don't want to miss the opportunity. It's the home of American golf. The U.S. Open just made it their anchor sites. It's got 5 more U.S. Opens on the schedule already. There's no golf facility in the world that has the prestige that's going to come to Pinehurst number 2, and you have a chance to win a North American championship on the same golf course that is going to crown our national champion with the best golfers in the world 5 times over the next 20 years. So don't miss out on this opportunity. It's really going to be special. Everything around it's going to be really good. And so I can't implore you enough. If you've taken a chance on us this far, take another chance and go to Pinehurst. You will not be disappointed.
There will only be
There's my speech, Joe. You're up.
Yeah, there will only be one first time ever North American championship. After that, it's just going to be, you know, the next annual, whatever number it is. But there's only going to be one first time. There's only going to be 7 first-time winners that will always have their name at the top of the trophy. So, you know, this is your chance to scratch your name into that trophy and make sure that it's there forever. For everybody else that comes after you, they're going to have to be under your name. And it might just be Will Morgan.
Might be Will Morgan. I'm telling you, I ordered the trophies this week, Will. They're real good. They're real good. I'm pretty excited about it.
Should we tell
So-
Jordan Jones that he's been promoted yet?
Let's not start any drama in the feed tonight. So,
Just teasing, Jordan. Calm down.
but Will, take care, buddy. Thanks for coming and visiting with us tonight. We'll see you.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
So, I got somebody said, "Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Put me in."
I love it. Still waiting to get approved. I like it.
You got to talk to Allie. She tells me to be patient all the time.
Still working accommodations. For those of you that may be checking this out of the stream, we have sold out our book of rooms, our block of rooms. Matt and the team are already working live as we have been on this broadcast to try to make sure that we get some alternative locations. And we did end up with one spot announced already with a phone number. That if Chris can put that back up here, we have the Town Place Suites, 910-246-5080. We have a block with the Amateur Players Tour. So if you cannot get in at Pinehurst, that's a overflow for you. We're going to keep, we've got a couple more spots lined up. We just have to get those confirmations from reservations. And so we'll put those on the tournament info page. We'll probably send some emails out, let everybody know as we get more information as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll certainly get on the phone with Pinehurst tomorrow, see if there's any more block of rooms that they have. I'm telling you, you want the Pinehurst experience. It's gonna be good. But we do have some overflow things planned, and so once business hours resume, we will certainly reach out to them, figure out what's going on.
Wilson, we're getting really close to that number right now.
We are getting really close to that number. So we are working overtime.
Joe Arnold, who are
working
we putting
overtime?
In? Who's rooming with you, Joe Arnold?
Will Johnson, David Johnson.
Oh, okay. Will David Johnson. I didn't think Northerners were allowed to have three names. I thought that was a Southern thing.
I got nothing. I just can't believe people are still watching us.
And not a small number either.
I know. We're I don't get it. We're not announcing other tournaments. I mean, we're pretty close to being able to announce some. We might have to announce two. Have to announce two maybe Thursday. What do you think? We've got another chapter to come Thursday. So I'm going to read the count, and then we'll recap kind of where we've been for everybody on, so they know what's going on.
There you go. Will David Johnson's dad is from Mississippi. That's why he has three names. It never fails. If a guy's got three names, he's from the South, baby. And his dad probably wanted him to be a quarterback.
Right. I love how Chris is like, what are we announcing on Thursday? So we can't tell you yet, Chris.
Wow.
We can't tell you.
Staff can't even know.
Yeah, this one's so big, staff can't even know. I don't know if that'll be ready for Thursday or not yet. We'll have to see. We still got to confirm some of those things. Jody goes, yet. It's coming. So divisions right now, we got 22 in D1, 36 in D2, 50 in D3, 39 in D4, and D5 is still holding into second place with 41. I'm impressed. So
Kevin Smith. Yeah, if you have four names, do you have one?
I have no idea what that even means.
So
we're getting there.
It's too confusing, too much.
You know what's kind of funny right now? I just want to say this real quick. Give me a second. Because we're just getting going. So I'm adding up our field size. Do you realize our prize pool, if we stop taking registrations today?
Right now,
is $7,000 more than our competitor with 1,000 players. Just keep that in mind. And it's opening night. Just want to point that out there.
No doubt.
$7,000 more tonight. Just wait till it sells out at 520.
And the registrations keep coming in, which is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about like the top 20 reasons to play, but I'm telling you, the $52,000 prize pool. So just to theorize that for you. So let's just make it a $50,000 prize pool in 5 divisions. So $10,000 a division. That means if we paid out the top 20 in every division, 20% of the field, which is 1 out of every 5 spots, the average payout would be $500. And yes, Phil Kakamisi, I agree with you.
Phil Kakamais and his friend Matthew. Can't say his last name.
Can't say his last name. He was having dinner with Mr. Mayor Van Giersdalen tonight, though. So, oh goodness. But seriously though,
Jake Engelbreak, when you make a hole in one, you don't get to go back a division. Sorry, buddy. Make your first ever hole in one in your entire life. You don't get to drop back
on the $2,500 hole in the practice round.
So Will Morgan actually has a good question, and we have enough people still watching to address this. You want to talk about what happens with points at Pinehurst and how our National Player of the Year race will be determined?
Yeah, so points do not reset for Pinehurst, but you know they're worth more than any other tournament that we've ran all year. And so I'd actually have to go back in our rules. We've been doing so much other things to see exactly the formula we set for it. But anyways, more points will be available than in any other event. And so, you know, not only are you competing for the $750 prize of winning your division at Pinehurst and being the North American champion, but you're also competing for the National Player of the Year, which is an additional $750, which is, by the way, not part of the $52,000 prize pool. So it's a $52,000 prize pool plus the National Player of the Year prize pool. And so theoretically, if you came out using Will Morgan as an example and ran the tables and won the North American Championship, not only could you win $750 for winning, but you could also win another $750 for being the National Player of the Year.
Is that like $1,500?
It's like $1,500. And you know what the best part is? It's approved by the USGA.
Wow. So you're still not a pro if you walk away from Pinehurst with $1,500.
Yeah, because because we don't reset points, this is why we don't, so we can comply with amateur status. You know, you can win a season-long race and get a season-long bonus of $750, but you can also win $750 for the event. And so lots of prize money up. You know, the actual maximum allowed by the USGA. I don't think we could get away with a third season-long race at Pinehurst. And so, certainly a lot to play for. Beautiful trophies, both for National Player of the Year and for winning the North American Championship. It's going to be a good time. So,
and that's not to mention with 520 players in the field and
a little bit of skin money.
Oh my gosh, skin pots. We've mentioned earlier tonight about the possibility of a little blind two-man game.
And we're going to do more than $10 a day, right? We'll at least do $20 a day.
I mean, it can't be a big event unless you have big money in the skin spot, right?
Right. I mean, that's what I would think.
So, and with everybody bouncing every day, you're going to have separate skin spots each day. So you're going to get a new chance to win. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be a fun weekend. We're gonna have a good time. Lots going on. Joe, the points do reset. So one of the other things that's great about the APT is we have a wraparound season. And so when we get to November 1st, you know, we'll flip things around and we're already on to 2022. And so if you want to travel south to some of our our Southern chapters. They're going to be starting shoulder seasons in November. There's going to be opportunities to play all winter. Obviously, this is a great time to throw out a promo for our Tournament of Champions, which registration is open for as we speak. It's at Disney World. January, I'm going to check the date because I always get the dates wrong. So hold on a second. I just clicked into the wrong
20th.
19th and 20th.
Just
Win a
got
local event you're in.
right here.
We've got some great
Look,
hotel room deals.
Nobody can see what I've got written down. Nobody can see what I've got written down on my 22 championships here.
So
Just in case you're trying to see what I got.
Yeah, hopefully it's not come through in HD and for their end and they can see it all. They're like, oh my gosh, we're going to these other places. So we're having fun. I'm going to post the link if anybody wants to register for the Disney Tournament of Champions. All you got to do is win a local event anytime throughout the 21 season, and you'll be there. And then OCN is that weekend as well. The winter four ball to kick off. We'll get registration open for that here pretty soon as well. Finalizing some details. And then if you want to hang out with us at the PGA Merchandise Show, we will be there all week. Actually got recruited today for to work a booth, not the APT booth, but I mean, whatever. So it's all good.
But be working with one of our sponsors.
Working with our sponsors. So
yes.
gotta love that. So it'll be fun. Come hang out with our sponsors, with us. We'll be at the PGA Merchandise Show. It'll be a fun week. You can't beat Orlando in January. The weather is absolutely perfect. So we've got 2 events that week. First being the Tournament of Champions at Disney. That's going to be a great time. And then the winter four ball at OCN. And so we're going to get 22 jump started. I will tell you there's a February event we haven't announced yet that you're not going to want to miss. Then TPC San Antonio in March. We've got some really good things in April and the beginning part of May that you're not going to want to miss that we haven't announced yet. We've got another major in June to announce, a major in August. And then we just keep talking about championships because there's going to be some new things in the APT in 22. It's going to be really good. And so, looking through some of the things of where we've been, expansion, looking forward to being down with Arkansas this week. They're doing a little preview event with a few guys. So we've got Arkansas, South Florida, Seattle, Wisconsin. I can't believe I started down this. Maryland. I'm going to start forgetting. We've got a lot more chapter owner announcements. We'll have another one on Thursday, which will be good. Another major on Thursday.
Did you mention Seattle?
I did mention Seattle. I had a great conversation with him today. He's doing some really cool things.
Warren's doing great.
He's gonna be fantastic. And there's definitely some big announcements coming. It's gonna be an action-packed like 8 or 10 weeks to get to Pinehurst. So Wisconsin.
Yeah, can't leave out the Bushman family in Wisconsin. They're going to put together great things up there.
Yep. Just talked to another guy today that's interested in a very interesting territory that'll be really fun. So lots of good things, man. I'm excited. So once
and look, you and I have been coming on here every Thursday and seeing people hopefully are still watching. I do want to give a shout out to owners that are putting together phenomenal seasons for next year as well. Part of the waiting to see where we're going, and that frees them up once they see our major championships going to be like, there's going to be like, and these guys are all excited to get out and step the game up again and improve the schedule across the board. We've had great conversations with our friends in Nashville and what they've got coming down the pike. Phoenix continues to kill it out in Arizona. The California guys have got some really good stuff brewing out there. Northern Virginia, the Virginia Capital, we keep apologizing for not making it to any of their events, but they had a great schedule this year, and it's just going to continue to get better. Philadelphia, and again, the low down sleeper the APT, the Iowa chapter, man. They've got a phenomenal season. They're booking some great courses again for next year.
Well, dude, they're
He's
scheduled
really,
the rest of the year, man. Have you seen this
but
thing?
Paul's
I mean,
really
they've
starting
got
to,
Fire Lake this weekend, the Mana Colonies, Tournament Club of Iowa. Like, come on, dude. Ridiculous.
yeah, is
Ryan
incredible.
Hohenschel.
But Paul is really really starting to dial it in there in Iowa, and he's going to be working with the local associations there to try to make sure the scheduling works better, so you're not stepping on top of each other. And so, man, it's just going to continue to get better. Everybody's learned a bunch this first year, including you and me, and so we're excited to get things going and step it up and raise the bar a little bit next year, or as our friends at 2 Under like to say, elevate and separate.
Elevate and separate, buddy.
That's it.
Is that our new motto?
It might be. It may be a hashtag with stupid good. Hashtag
Oh,
stupid.
man. Yeah, we need to stop coming up with ideas at like 9:30 at night. But
John Lambert, Kingsmill. I bet Kingsmill was awesome, and I hate that I was not able to go. I had that one on my calendar for about 2 months, and life gets in the way. Lightning strikes and all that other stuff. It's been a crazy couple of weeks for me. I apologize that I wasn't able to make it through that one.
couple weeks.
Well, I mean, just personally with stuff going on,
Right.
with, distractions. I've got an office move coming up here in the next probably 30, 45 days. So that's going to be too. I'm very excited. So again, qualifiers for number 2, how you're going to qualify for number 2, top 20 in each division is automatically qualified. After that, we will do ties, but we're going to have to make sure that we have enough space so that it's possible that there will be some sort of playoff or something along those lines, depending upon the divisions. But if at all possible, we're going to try to get all ties, top 20 and all ties into number 2 for the final round.
Yeah, so we'll have to work that out. We're working with Pinehurst every day, just trying to play out every scenario possible when it comes to that. Just trying to figure everything out. And so space is limited on number 2 because we're going to be a double T start on Wednesday. That way we can get all the leaders going off of number 1 later on, and so everybody can watch them as they get in. So it's going to be a fun time.
Look, I expect Engelbrake to give me a hard time about my Cricket internet service, but I don't need to hear it from the master control too. Chris Isom giving me a hard time about my internet service. Come on now.
It's pretty funny. It happens. Well, you know what, Jody? We got a pretty quick turnaround, another 48 hours, and we'll be back again on Thursday night talking about national majors, talking about Pinehurst again. Historic night when it comes to signups. Did you think at any point we would be where we are today on opening night? Because I remember what our internal bet is, and I did take the over, but I didn't take this much of the over, so I still don't think I can win.
I think we both thought we'd hit the over because we thought that that over under was set a little bit low, but I mean, going into the first night, signing off on this live stream with well over 200, almost 250 registrations processed is pretty impressive. Hats off to you guys. Can't say enough about how much we appreciate the members and your excitement, and looking forward to watching this thing fill up over the course of the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be awesome. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Definitely want to make your reservations. Get down here to Pinehurst. We'll have a great time. So until next time, guess we'll sign off until Thursday. So back to work.
Peace out.